Let me jump to another request that I have for you, and it's another letter, but this letter was sent to you on March 2nd by Senator Rosen and I. We both of us have really worked to provide relief for our hospitality and restaurant industries throughout the COVID pandemic and its recovery. And I was able to ensure that our hotels and live entertainment businesses were eligible for PPP loans. I led a bipartisan legislation, which is called the Hospitality and Commerce Jobs Relief Act and the Restaurants Act, to provide critical relief to these businesses and workers that are hardest hit by the pandemic. We know, and I know, the hospitality industry is really in the leisure and travel the last to come out of this. I want to acknowledge that the IRS, the work that you did for reducing the tip allocation rate during the COVID-19 pandemic, you actually reduced it by an average of 60% to assist our service sector businesses and tipped wages like those in the hospitality, travel, tourism industry, and in my home state of Nevada. Unfortunately, I just recently learned from some of our workers at the Culinary Union Local 226, the IRS raised the tip allocation rate at the beginning of 2022 during the peak of the Omicron variant. And while those in the food and beverage industry continue to face double the national unemployment rate, while this industry continues to safely recover. So my question to you is, what was your reasoning for changing the tip allocation in January? And when you did so, did you take into account that many of the hardest hit businesses and workers in the industry are still trying to recover?
These agreements tend to be negotiated with individual employers, so I can't speak to any specific individual employer. But I am sensitive to the fact that if, in fact, in certain industries and certain communities, if we were, I find it hard to believe that our people on the ground who negotiate these would not be sensitive to that. They do live in these communities.
Well, here's my concern.
So I need to personally.
Yeah, please look at it, because here's my concern. Traditionally in the past, you consulted. The IRS consulted with employers, organized labor, and those affected by this industry and the impact because of COVID. But my understanding is that was done in the past, but it wasn't done this time. There was no consultation. And that's my concern is, without the consultation, you don't realize that this industry is still hard hit. So if you would please take a look at this and work with our office, both mine and Senator Rosen's, I would really appreciate that. Thank you.